Yeah. Hey, I just got back from the store and it was crazy out, man. It's like so many people out, man. And I don't know, man. I think it's just wild, really. Like Halloween back in the days, like it'd be all types of shit going on. Halloween parties, Halloween clubs, shit, it was all kind of shit to get into. But nowadays, man, it could be just because I'm old, man. Shit done dried up. And it ain't really popping like it's used to. Plus, you know, I went to the store, I got some milk, some bread, a pack of gummy peaches, and shit, and some cheese and some mushrooms. That shit was like $20, right? All of it fit in a handheld plastic bag, man. Like, inflation is crazy. So if anybody's getting out there tonight, I just want you to be careful. You know what I'm saying? Some people like to shoot their guns and shit like that. Just know bullets do come down, right? Be mindful of people around you. And we gon', you know what I'm saying, get into, you know what I'm saying, a little Halloween special topic. And I call this Pelosi's Hammer. All right? That's short for Hammer Don't Hurt Him. Anybody remember the 90s, remember MC Hammer, right? And usually when you go to see somebody, you take what? You take the hammer. Which is interesting, man, because that's exactly what this person who attacked Pelosi's husband, he took a literal hammer. I mean, that shit is real as fuck. Alright, he went old boy on a nigga. If you ever seen that movie, Old Boy, that nigga, he opened the door, there's a whole bunch of niggas out in the hallway. He just got a hammer. He gonna bust them all in the face. That shit is savage as fuck, man. Somebody come to see you with a literal hammer, nigga. Oh, man. That's it. I mean, it's just all bad. It's all bad at that point. So, the thing I want to talk about here is, you know what I'm saying, hypothetically speaking, if I tap you with a fucking hammer, are you gonna have a speedy recovery? Hypothetically speaking, I mean, because apparently this gentleman is about to have a speedy recovery. So who the fuck is this guy? Is this guy fucking John Wick? Right? The guy busts through this guy's house with a fucking hammer. Ah! He just fucking with John Wick on his ass. Maybe got tapped a couple times. It don't work like that. And if you guys remember the fucking Batman movie, the last Batman movie, remember that guy bludgeoned the guy with a fucking hammer? Something like that, right? Some type of weird tool and shit. So it's just crazy how that popped off after the Batman movie. And I don't know, man. I just have my doubts, man. It's no telling. You know, Pelosi's husband, he might be a badass. He might be a certified badass. We don't know what type of history this nigga had. But if somebody come to see you with a fucking hammer that hypothetically, you know what I'm saying, the hammer is missing from the toolkit. When you see the nail and you reach over to grab the hammer and the hammer is missing, got the screwdriver and everything else, but the hammer is missing. That's not a tool that goes missing from a toolbox, my nigga. And when somebody rise up like a foot soldier out the Ninja Turtles to bust your head in with that hammer, right? I mean, how much blocking can you really do? You're gonna get injured, man. You're gonna get fucked up, man. Quite frankly, how this nigga is about to, quote unquote, from the news media, a speedy recovery. I mean, if I go see some nigga with a hammer, it ain't gonna be nothing quick about it, okay? My carpentry skills ain't the best. I tried to go to the union, they did not accept me. I'm just being honest. So how is this man gonna harambe up from being slapped with a fucking hammer? Come on, man. Now, how old is this gentleman? This man is a senior citizen, basically. He gotta be past his 60s, nigga. Alright? Now, I don't know if this nigga from Wudang Shan doing some meditation exercise in his house. But when that nigga came in with that hammer, he was ready with that black belt. That nigga might be part black. I don't know what's going on. You know, black don't crack. We hold it together pretty well. We stay looking young for quite some time. Maybe them niggas' joints is great. Maybe he's been taking Complex D or some shit. Pelosi, I ain't messing with you, sister. Now, you know Nancy is tough. Now, if it was Nancy that was in that motherfucker and she survived a hammer attack, I would believe it, because I don't care what nobody say about her. She is cutthroat, man. She will fucking destroy you and put you in a fucking suitcase. Like, that woman stands her chops, dude. Like, she's built different, okay? I don't know if I would agree with the president's terms. I don't know if she has a spine like a ramrod. That's a little too personal for a nigga. Man, I'm saying something. Maybe I'm saying nothing, dog. But her husband, you see all that glass just busted out on that beautiful floor. Nice living arrangement. This nigga, he went straight, nigga. Now, when you take a hammer, nigga, you talking about some 90s shit. This nigga is part of the fucking Ninja Turtle gang from the 90s, bro. He's like the henchman that does it the old school way, right? He ain't gonna fuck with no loud bangs and shit like that. This nigga coming to bring a hammer for real. Now, that's a real nigga. That's what I got to say about that shit. And it was a white boy. Now, for you sensitive niggas online, no, I do not condone niggas getting tapped with a hammer. Hammers, them hammers are not you. They never. If you got a hammer, it better be a fucking toolbox with it, right? I mean, when homies on the block talk about putting in work, and you bring a hammer, a literal hammer, nigga. Gosh, damn. He must have destroyed that kid. If you lose a fight and you half a nigga's age and you got a fucking hammer, right? Now wait a minute, I know what y'all niggas is thinking. I know exactly what y'all niggas is thinking. Fuck. Y'all thinking this nigga saying the news is suspect. Well, the news is suspect, but also how a nigga fought off a nigga that had a fucking hammer that bust through all that glass. You done seen the photos. This nigga did not come in quiet, nigga. He came in loud and crazy with a fucking hammer. Now, this nigga's still alive, and so is Nancy Pelosi's husband. That means there wasn't no gun involved. This nigga did not run to no safe and get no gun. So, nigga, that was a hand-to-hand altercation. Now, the police are fast, but I doubt them niggas could get there. By the time that nigga busted that window, he was looking for action. He was running to the house. So these two niggas did meet because that nigga did get tapped with that hammer a couple times, and he's quote unquote gonna make a speedy recovery. That means some fist action went down. And the nigga with the hammer lost. Like I said, you don't know these niggas out here. Some of these niggas are stronger than you think. You can't go by surface appearance. Yes, Saint no one do have some muscles, but nigga, my muscles can't fucking save me. You have any idea what type of shit is out here in this world? That nigga fought that nigga off with a hammer. They say, you know, I'm done with my podcast and shit, but y'all niggas, you know what I'm saying, hooked, you know what I'm saying, some of y'all niggas are hooked on phonics. I said, this fucking senior citizen guy, right? He fucking with straight Dragon Ball and this nigga with the hammer. We don't know what happened to him. This nigga is just, we just get a photo. And when you fuck with them senators and politicians and shit like that, no telling. They gon', man, they just try to get the court case done. They gonna throw that nigga in Guantanamo. We don't know. We might never hear from that nigga again, bro. All it will be is a lonely hammer and the evidence. It's such a disgrace to see any hammer separated from a toolbox. That shit just drive me crazy, bro. You know, people say that I'm crazy, but I would never fundamentally think in all my life to grab a hammer out the fucking toolbox with the rest of it, because what the fuck I'm gonna do tomorrow when I gotta put some shit together? So, don't fuck with Nancy Pelosi's husband because he'll knock the shit out of you. I'm speaking straight facts. That's what happened. How do you not get a job done? All right, as in assassins call this wet work, when blood is spilled, right? Now, how does a job not get done? You got a hammer. This nigga fighting with his hands, both hands, his mitts. Nigga, come on, man. He bear clawed that nigga, bro. He fucking destroyed that guy. That's what the fuck happened. And notice, we don't see any fucking injury pictures of this nigga's injuries after he got hit with that hammer. We don't see no injury pictures of that nigga who somehow lost the hammer. That nigga had a fight until the fucking police got there. Now, I don't know if that nigga has a button, but niggas who live in San Francisco are a little bit old school, man. They gonna call 911. They gonna press the, you know what I'm saying, touch tone dial and shit. You know what I'm saying? So that young kid, that young boy ran up in there with that hammer, right? Mr. Hot Trap, right? He ran up in there with a hammer. He had all his plans and ideas of what exactly what he's gonna do. He's gonna get some dental work done, right? And then he got his head snapped back with a few jabs and a fucking dragon claw, nigga. We don't know what the fuck happened to him, hypothetically speaking. I'm not saying I know anything. All right? You can't fight these niggas out here, man. Look at niggas' rib cages. Some of these niggas' rib cages got rib cages. All right, man. Let me tell y'all niggas a story. It's a short story. There once upon a time, there was a recent movie called Star Wars. If you look at that nigga Kylo Ren's rib cage, like two of me could fit inside of this nigga's rib cage, all right? There's just some niggas that are built different. I'm just being honest with you. Protect your ass out there. Use 2 tissues to wipe your ass. So, reconsider the evidence when you think of Chris Brown and Rihanna, and he resorted to biting the chick on her arm. I'm not justifying any type of fucking put your hands on female, any type of fucked up way. However, that nigga was losing the fight because that nigga, how many fights do you see with a man and a woman where the nigga has injuries, severe injuries, right? She bust that motherfucker's head to white meat. That nigga did. He was right, man. Paul Mooney, he said it first. He's the one that got me to relook at this shit. She was terrorizing that nigga. She just straight fucking destroyed that nigga in the car, right? Chris Brown, he was fighting for his life. He bit her. If you notice, every music video he came out after that, he was never right. This nigga was wearing Tommy Hilfiger doing vampire videos. I want y'all to go and actually take a real look at Rihanna's picture, okay? I know she looks petite, but that girl is actually pretty big. I'm not saying she's a big girl, but I'm saying like she's built well. Like she's not as petite as you think. Okay? She's not. Go look at her height and shit like that. That girl will fuck you up, right? Now think about that. When you see some of these senior citizens out here, nigga, they strong as fuck, bro. That's what I said, man. Niggas be sleeping on veterans. Them veterans, they don't get excited anymore. They just do some shit, right? That's why you always gotta keep, you always, as a country, you gotta take care of your veterans. But like I said, Nancy Pelosi's husband, he did not lose that fight. You didn't see no aftermath footage of that shit. All you seen was that busted out windows. And that nigga that came in there with a hammer, he had a lot of plans. He got fucked up, dude. And we don't even know. We just see an ID picture of him. That's all they'll show, right? He had to have lost, okay? A speedy recovery, make that make sense. That means he didn't get no vital shots in. He just smacked this nigga in his head with that hammer. He had to been throwing blocks and all kind of shit. That nigga went fucking Dragon Ball Z on his ass. Kamehameha, nigga. He blasted his ass, nigga. Straight Vegeta shit. So, all I got to say to you, farfanugan ass niggas, it's Happy Halloween. It's a special podcast for your ass. I may upload this shit on Twitch. I don't give a fuck, honestly. The next topic is gonna really piss off a lot of females. Alright? Now something in my mind told me, don't you dare do this shit. And I said I had to, cause gosh damn it. I went to the gym, right? Females wanna always talk about niggas, always wanna talk about men and shit like this. And no, you MGTOW nigga, red pill niggas, y'all sit the fuck down. I don't get down with that shit neither. I'll just say what need to be said. Alright? There was a woman who was 2 machines away from me, nigga. Okay? And I'm sorry, it smelled like I entered into a fucking fish fry. My whole face wrinkled up like a fucking Sharpay, dog. Alright? Now listen, I ain't capping on anybody. But I look at it this way, very pragmatic, man. There's women who take care of their shit very well. Alright? And there's no excuse if you have the means to be, because we want to look at this way and say, this guy is a fucking asshole. Well, shit, I'll just go ahead and be that. I'm trying to promote myself to be an entire ass, right? But quite frankly, it's honest as fuck. If I walked around, my fucking balls stank everywhere I went. I go to the fucking gym too. Shit. Just take care of your shit. It's some pH balance shit. I didn't know what it was. Yo, one time, this one hookup stand. Yo, I say no names. Look at that Grace. I don't put nobody out there, man. But listen. It was smelling right to the motherfucker, nigga. Alright? I was in the wilderness and the motherfucker something touched my nose. Like fucking Agent Smith when he stuck his fingers up. Fucking Lawrence Fishburne's nose in a Matrix when he's trying to get out. And he's like, I can't stand this fucking place. He's pissed the fuck off. And Morpheus just smelled that shit. He couldn't handle it. It went up his nose, right? He couldn't handle that shit. That's how it is, man. That's how it is, bruh. So I'm like this. All you gotta do is take care of that shit. I researched. I did due diligence. It's called bacterial vaginosis. It's a common thing that happens. Basically, when women wear them yoga pants all the time, you cannot wear them fucking exercise pants all the time. They may be comfy and shit like that, but you gotta keep it, you know what I'm saying? Keep yourself balanced. And a lot of women, especially like if you're into health and you're gonna exercise and take care of yourself, you know what I'm saying? Like, love yourself. You know what I'm saying? Take care of all of it. And everybody thought this was gonna go some type of, but look, man, look. I'm just a ghetto reporter, bro. I just report on what the fuck I see. I don't add no extras on that shit. I don't have to. My life is weird as fuck, bro. You know? And I could tell you guys straight up 1,000, man. Anytime you see like any nigga out there that's a real nigga, if you see a chick and she's homeless, you know what I'm saying? Go on, man. Go with her or give her some ones or something if you have it, so that she could go get her some feminine products. I used to do security at a homeless shelter. One of the hardest things for women to come by when they're homeless is actually feminine products. It's the truth, man. And that shit, it creates a lot of issues, man. So if you on G code and shit like that, then fucking, yeah, man. Like, hook them up. That's like a necessity. Trust me, they ain't gonna float around that money with that shit, right? And that's just real. I say shit because I care. Niggas don't look at my attentions. They're too into their sensitivities, man. I'm not going to give you a manicure. You shouldn't be on my channel. If you a girl and you on a fucking pedestal that you put yourself on, good. I'm glad you're there. I will respect you on that pedestal, but you got to live up to the terms. Because guys get talked about like fucking trash. All the time. Oh, you know, this, that. And then the little fucking side shit that females say, like either naming their dog Little Man or calling a nigga like that, like little fucking pet names, little fucking chihuahua names. And he's like, bitch, I'm fucking Harambe in here. You have no idea if fucking Rambo could pop out at any fucking moment. Just say the right series of triggers, right? And everybody's like, oh shit, that's fucking scary. Says the guy who never cheated on a female not one time, right? Says the guy that's open and honest enough because you know if I did it, I would have to fucking say it. I ain't got no fucking filter. Right? That's what makes me so bold and so powerful, is because I can say shit that a lot of niggas cannot say. And I'll just go ahead and take care of that for them. And I'll just take the beating for everybody. Seems like that's what my elder did. But here I am still standing, and the nation went against me and they lost it. So, am I talking about this because I'm truly a feminist? Or am I talking about this because I'm a chauvinist? Yeah. And with that which I could do, I have not done it. Even though it can be taken, I don't. Yeah. A stand-up guy that you point down on. I'm trying to pull you up. Get your mind up out the gutter. Now, some things just can't be helped. I've been isolated for a long time. I'm not used to this treatment. Like I said, sometimes they get a little bit of wobbly when I come around them in the gym. Trust me, I know exactly what the fuck is going on. There's two different things, the body and the mind, and they're not agreeing. Right? But I don't point no one out. I'm just trying to finish my shit and get on with my business. But that shit is very taxing and tormentous. I don't never get no credit. Jackie Robinson, 42. Spider-Man, 42 was in the movie also. And so now we got fucking Wakanda coming out. That's also a number 42. Chadwick Boseman setting the stage for a female lead role. A black woman, which they're putting predominantly in front of everything. This was the plan to begin with. They call this a Hegelian dialectic. That's why so many niggas said the black woman is God, and people worship other gods, and it all goes back to Africa. Some of y'all niggas might not be able to follow this. Woman King, and now we have Wakanda Black Panther, which the lead role is going to be given to the sister in the movie. Chadwick Boseman, Black Panther's sister, T'Challa. You know what I'm saying? Oh my gosh, man. Did you guys hear a little bit of that Austrian accent come out? T'Challa! I sound like that nigga Schwarzenegger and shit. Get to the chopper now! Right? T'Challa! That nigga was a governor in California. I used to live there, nigga. That shit is crazy. I had the Terminator for a governor, nigga. How many niggas can say that shit? Come on, man. How many niggas can say that shit, bro? We still read subtitles on this nigga's movie. This nigga climbed the fucking ladder to the top and spat down. We thought it was raining. This dude is crazy as fuck. Then he ran up there and got his maid pregnant, right? But certain things don't happen without certain things being taken care of. I said it without saying anything. For y'all who are superficial, I lost you all in the dust. Take care of yourself. As that song go, respect yourself. You understand? You gotta respect yourself. After you respect yourself, then you can express yourself. And if your intentions align with the truth, can't nobody fucking move you. Right? What you gonna find is a whole lot of fucking emotions in there. Right? And you'll know they're emotional because everything they say will be irrational. But like I said, young ladies, you know what I'm saying? Any age, take care of yourself respectfully. If I had a cowboy hat, I would do that tip thing that they do where they wink. I can't wink so good. I probably look like something's wrong with me. But you know, that's what I would do. That sounds like, you know. And that's just G code, straight up, man. Niggas don't want to talk about it. You cannot wear those pants. You gotta watch the fabrics and shit like that. It will mess up, I guess, apparently the pH. Now I didn't get into too much into reading the pants, but that's what the article said, that it will do that, right? So I'm an inquisitive nigga. I look to help. That's honestly why I look. You know what I'm saying? Many niggas would have been dissing, going for the boards for that shit, right? But this shit ain't no laughing matter. This shit is serious, nigga. All right? Hey, man. Fuck. Captain D's in the house. I ain't part of no secret society. I ain't take no oath. Don't just walk up to me, beastie boy, like I'm some type of hush puppy. So, all right. Now let's see what else we gonna talk about. Now we gonna talk about motherfucking Harambe arms. Now Harambe, I know all y'all niggas be biting me. Now if you bite this Harambe shit, trust me, you don't want to do that. Somebody gonna come and see about you. Trust me, that shit is copyright than a motherfucker. That is my label shit. All right, that's under Me Farm Productions. Do not fuck with that shit. But Harambe arms is when you got them motherfucking sweat pancakes around your fucking arms, man. And I ain't capping on anybody who don't have the means, shit like that. I ain't doing that. I gotta go through all these disclaimers. It's 2022. Right? And anybody come up here butthurt, I'm gonna be like, yo, did you listen to the disclaimer? They're gonna be like, what? No disclaimer. I'm gonna be like, that part where I was like, that was the disclaimer part. The part I didn't give a fuck about. Right? Right? Did you want polish on these motherfuckers or not? Nah. Why I gotta be an asshole? Why I gotta say it like a villain? That's how villains say shit when they turn around and they eyebrows are pressed down to it's like a flat line. Nah. Scare the shit out of you. It's like, what you want, nigga? So, Harambe arms, bro. Okay. Now the armpit thing is crazy. Now back in the day, I got on a hype, man. The fucking aerosol hype, it was nice, man. You just 2 spritz, that shit's done. You get the fuck out there. Now, you might get the powder donut effect. That shit was annoying as fuck. When you put on deodorant, that spray shit, and then that fucking shit dries up, and it looked like you fucking had powder donuts in a headlock all day. That shit is fucked up, man. You know what I'm saying? Not to mention that black people already asked you, you know what I'm saying? My armpits. Them Harambe arms. So I stopped using the spray kind. Now the roll-on is lethal as fuck. Now if you into torture, you want them S&M bondage motherfuckers, what you want to get you is a nice fucking stick of roll-on deodorant. Cause that shit gonna pull all your fuck. It's like cutting the line, bro. That shit will destroy you. I can't fuck with it, man. The roll-on, cause the plastic bubble ends up getting just at the top, and it's just enough liquid in that motherfucker for it to glide and trap one of those thin hairs. And you get a whole bunch of those trapped in. Then you be sitting there just like with your arms up like a fucking orangutan. The fucking deodorant stick just hanging like a bungee jump from your armpit. So the roll-on, I had to retire that shit. I couldn't really fuck with that, you know what I'm saying? Shit was a little bit agitating my shit, nigga. God damn. So I moved on to the fucking regular stick of deodorant. Now, you niggas, let's talk about this fucking deodorant. That fucking deodorant, nigga, that one kind of deodorant where, you know what I'm saying? Now, listen. Now, some of these sticks of fucking deodorant, all right, at Walmart, nigga, it's like $7.84. Like, you get the one that's like in the all-white fucking deodorant. It's a real fucking fancy Grey Poupon type of deodorant called Native or something like that. All natural products and shit like that. Nigga, you gonna lose your gas money than a motherfucker just trying to stay fresh. Your ass be fresh at home. Think about it, nigga. That's a gallon of gas. Think about the contents of a gallon versus what's in that fucking stick. So, I couldn't fuck with that brand. But let me tell you some shit, nigga. You gotta go with one of the softer brands. And I ain't got a lot to tell you niggas that I'm using Suave right now. And I think that's a female deodorant. I don't really know, man. It come in a blue thing. Alright. It's like chapstick for your armpits. That shit is like chapstick for your arms, for your motherfucking armpits, bro. Alright? Now here's what I like to ask niggas, because I really just don't know. It's been such a long time. This place is so fucking crazy. It's like an Alienation, that 80s TV show. Maybe that shit came out in the 90s, actually. But, I put, you know what I'm saying? I put 10 swipes. I'll do about 10 swipes per armpit. I'm gonna make sure none of the motherfucking sweat particulates come out of that cake of fucking, you know what I'm saying? It's like that cake batter, man. That icing on top of that cake. That's how my armpit be. Well, I come out, boy. Let me tell you something. When you get in that fist fight and you throw your shirt off, you know all you gotta do is slide that armpit across their eye. They gonna have pink eye and shit. You know you in for a victory, nigga. This is jailhouse rock. This is how we get down. You gotta use real organic weapons. Right? But that's the kind I'm fucking with now, because I haven't found my next fucking deodorant, man. You know what I'm saying? There's problems in the system. Now, the deodorant that's cheaper, okay? Just one thing. Now, some of you niggas is strong, okay? That motherfucking speed stick, nigga. Anybody here try that speed stick? Now, that's that fucking deodorant that got that fucking iridescent color at the top and shit. It be like green but see-through and shit. That sea green. That shit will fuck you up, nigga. That shit feel like you rubbing fire on the underside of your armpit. You fuck around with that speed stick or that Old Spice, nigga, you might wake up with keloids under your shit. That shit is too powerful. That's got too much damn deodorant up in there. Now, I don't know who the president, owner of that company, but nigga, you trying to kill niggas. And I see you, nigga. I see you. Don't let me find you working with Johnson & Johnson, nigga. I'll find out the truth. Fuck. And that's all I gotta say for this segment. I'll get to more segments later. Peace and blessings be with you all. I'm out. Alright, niggas. The title of this is gonna be short, man. This gonna be on fucking terms and agreements. You know what I'm saying? Terms and agreements that get you anywhere. Everything is a term and agreement nowadays. It's a contract upon a contract upon a contract. This is a contracted land, man. Everything is some type of contractual agreement, even spiritually. So even out of your habits and things like that, you need to be aware of the things that you do and make sure that you're not forming a bond or some form of contract. All right. Got to ask the Heavenly Father to, you know what I'm saying, cleanse you of those ties. All right. Purify you. God is known as a consuming fire. But there's also these digital contracts, and these shits operate a little bit different because you didn't take the time to read. And you know what I'm saying? When you Floyd Money Mayweather out, bro, now you trapped in some shit. You know what I'm saying? Niggas come in your house and all. Look at the time. I could come out with an app and have all kind of crazy shit in terms of agreement. Like, you got to give me all your shit out your house and open up your house every time I come there, even at 2 o'clock in the morning. You got to answer the fucking door. I don't know. That probably could be enforced, to be honest. And a lot of niggas just click and automatically agree with the terms and agreements. You gotta read that shit. Like I said, when I worked at a big block house and they fucking had a terms and agreement, they had no place to deny the term and agreement. It was only an accept button. So I just left the computer. I shut the window and I left the computer. And the thing is like, you know, when they asked me, I'm like, look, I didn't have an option to say I didn't agree with the agreement. So I respectfully just left it. They were expecting me to do that, but what did the terms and agreements say? They were connected to big block government agencies, FBI, CIA, and quite frankly, I don't do shit illegal. I don't even have a fucking medical marijuana card, and I'm trapped in this bitch for like 23 hours a day, dude. And let me tell you something about depression, young men. When you've been trapped inside your house for so long, and you fucking Harambe out, nigga, you know what the fuck I'm talking about. Some of you niggas shy as fuck, so let me tarnish my fucking image, cause I speak the truth. That fucking gorilla paw, nigga, with them calluses, you know what time it is. That fucking monkey paw productions. Eventually that shit will get depressing as fuck, and you will say, you know what, fuck that. You will say, fuck that shit. Now sometimes, just like a plane, when it hits turbulence, you'll hit some turbulence. Y'all niggas solely focusing on this fucking semen retention, you gonna lose that battle. Cause let me tell you about that shit, bro. I don't know when Battle of the Sexes came out of the mid-90s, and all of a sudden in like fucking 2010, men and women were like at each other's throats, man. The fucking breakup songs won the fucking argument from the makeup to breakup songs. That was around the mid-90s. Niggas was like woo woo and wooing, right? Everybody's mad at me because I listen to metal. Life ain't so gentle. You come around and you sleep with that praying mantis, you might lose your head up in there. Double entendre. Nature is beautiful. Just don't forget that she's brutal also. Nature isn't the same as nurture. That's what you gotta wake up to. Your company, with all its benefits, medical benefits and perks that it give you, won't equate to them contractual agreements. You understand what I'm saying? One seed goes in, that's 18 years, and black man, now your sperm is worth $30,000. That was on the news. New Breed brought it up on his channel. There's a shortage of black men's sperm. Now, why would they look for that after the turnover of Roe v. Wade? You better hide that shit. Don't pull out your pistol. You better know what the fuck you doing. That's a lot of money in there. Trust me. And I'm looking very scary around like a chicken with my eyes real big at a bunch of motherfuckers. Cause like, trust me, one thing I know, man. Something about women, I hate to be a dick, but boy, they can sure smell when money is coming. They can smell it. They start gravitating. They start being a little bit nicer, smiling. It's like, oh, hold on, wait a minute, Miss Brooks. I don't really like that. That was a bad touch. Right? Let's be honest. Because without that, it don't matter if you were Elon Musk. If Elon Musk was broke, it'd be a monkey paw production to the motherfucker. Women ain't looking at your looks, nigga. They looking at your fucking resources. If you got that, they gon' bro. Man, my ex-girlfriend, I remember the first time I hooked up with her, bro, it was like she fucking zapped me. Okay. Like that fucking Miles Morales shit when he fucking zaps the dude at the end. He's like, hey. It's like she fucking zapped me, dude. I was just like, I was grabbing onto the fucking, my arms were spread out wide, right? Fully spread. And my legs spread. I was grabbing onto the bed, right? For dear life. And I was like, I can't fucking move. It was like some Dragon Ball Z shit. Yo, she fucking snapped all my fucking energy out. I was fucked up, dude. I was just like, I was dazed, man. Right? It's like I just got into a slap-out match with Lennox Lewis. I'm just being honest with you niggas. Be careful out there, man. That shit is about 30K. And the Bible actually talks about guarding the black seed. Isn't that interesting? One of the precious herbs is the black seed, and it cures like hundreds of different ailments. They don't really promote it though. I ain't gonna talk about it here. I don't really give a fuck. Y'all niggas do y'all research. It won't be hard to find it. Y'all niggas need to get into your herb. Stop trusting all this fucking crazy ass medication. You know what I'm saying? How many niggas took that fucking biotech shit? Next year they gonna come out with some terms and agreements where you gotta take that shot shit. Alright? Like I said, when I worked at that place, they said they could remotely view your internet stream. Right? And I know niggas do it already, but it's just like, alright, if you say something, nigga, I'm taking all your money. I'm gonna get my money's worth. Because everybody know I'm open. I don't give a fuck, dude. I honestly don't. I talk about all my shit. I don't give a fuck, bro. Because I'm gonna tell the truth first. That way I can't be moved. Right? Anybody coming and looking to fillet me, everybody's gonna look at them like, yo, that's fucking old news, bro. That's not even, nothing's going on. This dude is square as fuck. So, watch out for them terms and agreements. Make sure you read that shit, right? A lot of you little niggas like to sell little dime bags and shit like that. You selling that shit. You fucking taking photos on your phone. These young girls, I told her, she was like 16. I said, listen, take those photographs off your phone because you accepted that terms and agreement. Now they look on there and they see you with alcohol. That ain't gonna look too wise, is it? And your dad's gonna be pissed off, right? He's like, oh my God, let me go back and read it. Well, you can't unaccept it. You might as well just trust Harambe. Right? Harambe asked. Take those photos off of your phone. I'm trying to protect you, but niggas get mad at me though. Right? I don't really care, man. I don't really care. Y'all niggas, shit. I need to start activating this loose shit. I should just start loosing niggas when they get butthurt when I tell them the truth. I'll have more energy than everybody. Well, I mean, I probably already do, but like I will have way, way more, but it'd be insane. People get so butthurt with the truth, right? It'll be a Kleenex spokesperson. But watch out for them terms and agreements, all right? If you're a boxer, nigga, you know how to get there. You gotta bob and weave. Sometimes you gotta weed. You gotta weed the woods. Peace and blessings with all you niggas. I'm out saying no one. Alright, now we're gonna move on to this topic. This shit gonna be real short. For all you motherfuckers out there that's still dealing with targeting, let me tell you some shit. Y'all saying it's the government and it's this, that, and the other. When you're describing things in your external world and you're isolated as fuck, you're being targeted by something that is systematic. Point blank, period. Those things that are organic, that are not systematic, like the gaslights that are left, those are spirits. Okay? Now, they call this in secret society type shit, these niggas call this shit duality world. It just means you like that weird nigga from the Sixth Sense. You could recognize shit in your atmosphere. That's all that means, alright? So, you're dealing with spirits on that part, and then it's systematic on the other part. But I want to tell y'all niggas this right here, man. Whether you believe me or you don't believe me doesn't really matter. I just want y'all niggas to know I don't get nothing out of y'all niggas getting targeted, but I do value the truth. When it start coming out, I know it. Like I said, targeted journey. Look, here's how you can tell when a nigga's targeted for real. Alright? You talk different. You ask different questions. The type of questions you ask, they are more particular. They're more discernible. Alright? The type of question that she asked was, does when people act like they don't know when you're fucking what you're talking about, when they act like they don't know what you're talking about, or they change the subject every time, does that appropriate guilt? That is a very specific question where she jumped a series of other questions. I call this tactic treetop, which means she's talking about a guilty conscience. Do they have a guilty conscience and they're trying to avoid being detected that they had a hand in some of this fucking play that's happening around her, right? Which may or may not be able to be answered because, quite frankly, everything is interwoven in society. So it's not that somebody just gets down and they do their shit or whatever. They fucking, like, sometimes it's direct and they know where it's going, but they don't fucking know you directly. A lot of the times you're getting hit with atmospheric shit from every single place. Like, you're getting fucking WWF'd all over the fucking place, and all other people, they have practices that they do. So they're blocking certain shit and they're doing spiritual warfare certain type of ways. But you're like an open house. You're getting hit from every single direction, from every single thing. When that happens like that, when you basically get ambushed, nobody that's in the secrets is gonna have ever heard of that before, and people are just gonna assume, well, you fucking deserve it. When really, you just don't know what the fuck is going on. That's all it boils down to. Now, a lot of my shit was fucking direct. It was. I ain't gonna fucking lie to you. Because when you when you say the truth, then niggas gonna get mad at you one way or the other. I don't know how it works. Because honestly, the only reason a nigga would be saying the truth would be to help somebody. And I had to garner a tough skin and fucking, in order to love my enemies, I'd have helped those who was trying to hurt me. You know what I'm saying? But listen, you don't see my black ass out there applying to become a police officer, do you? You don't see that now, do you? Ain't that some crazy shit? These niggas gotta do that shit for a living. So whether I like a police officer or I fucking hate a police officer, I'm glad that nigga came to work that day. Let's just be honest. We need to come back to civilization and get grounded a bit. Let's go through a history profile for a second. Now, police officers, racial profiling, the whole nine, this, that, and the other. You had the gentleman in New York that was asphyxiated by a police officer, and that shit was wrong. That shit was straight up wrong, and it may or may not have been racially motivated. I cannot fully say. I'm gonna be honest with you. Just simply seeing the superficial factors of someone's flesh color does not make it automatically racial. And that's how loose the media spins that shit. We don't know all the circumstances of what's going on with that police officer or that young male. And by me saying this, I know I am a person where hypothetically in movies and shit like this same situation would happen to me and nobody would have my back. But quite frankly, nobody has it anyway. So I'm kicking the fucking door down. Nah. When you about your shit and you secure in all ways, you just understand that it's gonna be what it's gonna be, and that's what it's gonna be. Right? It is what it is. Alright? Nancy Pelosi's husband, he had the same mentality. Nigga come in with a hammer, I throw hands. That's it. It's pragmatic. You know what I'm saying? That dude did not wake up that morning and say, you know what? I'm gonna choke out some black boy today. That's gonna make my day. Right? Nah. You don't build a career to fucking lose all that shit and get discredited. And people say, well, they don't go to jail. Well, shit, nigga, they ain't the Holiday Inn, man. You gotta, especially in this day and age, this woke era. Oh my gosh, man. For fuck's sake. You can't go nowhere. You showing the fuck don't want your police officer to go to jail, right? Seeing all those niggas that you seen before, and they're like, oh yeah, I remember that guy. Your ass would never be able to go to commissary and general population. So, I'll give you guys at that one point. I'll give you that 1 point on that, and say like maybe that was racially motivated, right? Because we can't say whether or not. But let's look at the other stories. Okay, Breonna Taylor. It was some shit that happened at like 1 o'clock in the morning, and it was through a door, and it was of course nighttime outside. Okay, yeah. I mean, if you got law enforcement outside, okay, and I'm not going against the story because, like I said, I wasn't there. But from their perspective, okay, you already suspecting. You're at the house for a search already, okay? So you're not looking at this place like any other place. You're looking at this place like a fucking trap house, right? Yeah, of course you're gonna bring more than one person. You don't know how many motherfuckers is in there. It could be a fucking whole army. And no, you're actually not gonna wear your cop gear. Not in that situation. That's a different situation. It could be people hanging out outside the whole nine. They're gonna flush the drugs. Alright? All the months of those work goes down the drain. Alright? I'm just saying that after meditating on this thing, I have a better understanding of why they operated the way that they did. Okay? You hear a bullet fly out through that fucking door. Yeah, man. You know what I'm saying? It's about to be New Year's Eve. All kind of lights about to go off, bro. You know what I'm saying? They don't know what the fuck. They don't know if cameras is installed, if they missed the camera. They don't know what the fuck is going on. One nigga got hit in the leg, all right? Thank God it missed a femoral artery, right? Because he would have fucking died. But the fact of the matter is, it's like, okay, I don't know, man. I don't know if I take a pistol and I blaze through my fucking door just because I hear someone beating on it at 1 o'clock in the morning. But then again, I cannot say, you guys, because like I said, I'm a peaceful sociopath for one. For two, I don't own a gun. But more than likely, if you beating on the door hard, I'm gonna come around the fucking out the back, or I'm gonna jump down from fucking upstairs and I'm gonna see who the fuck is at my door. I'm a ninja like that. I'm fucking, people will tell you at the gym, dude, I'm like Spider-Man. I really am. Like, I'm gonna fucking see who the fuck is there. You know what I'm saying? But I don't fucking move like that. Alright? So someone's beating on your door. It's 1 o'clock in the morning. Do. You know somebody's at the fucking door. If you didn't know that somebody was at the door, you wouldn't have grabbed a pistol, right? So obviously he knew somebody was at the door, right? He just didn't know who was at the door at 1 o'clock this morning. So as an individual, you wouldn't assume generally like it would be law enforcement. You wouldn't know who the fuck would be out there. But I mean, definitely you would kind of shout like, yo, who the fuck is out there, right? Who the fuck is beating on my door like that? You lost your mind? Who the fuck is out there, right? You're gonna fucking make some noise. You're gonna say something. I don't know if I would just fire off a round through the door. I'm just saying, me, hypothetically, if I did have a gun, I don't think that that's something I would do, right? To me, that's nonsensical. I get it, but that also goes into individuals. You know, you got the amygdala response, which is the reasoning center of your brain, and that's around that fucking fight or flight area. All right. Now they lived in the suburbs. They wasn't doing hood work, as far as I could tell. Right? She had a good job. So basically, you know what I'm saying? The minute that round comes out and it hits an officer in the leg, dude, it don't matter if you're fucking innocent or not. You're gonna get fucked up. Shoot first, ask question later. We already got one nigga hit. We don't know if it's vital or not. Like, you know, we came here for this reason that we strongly suspect that there's suspicious activity. Now, look at all the niggas that target me, and nobody has showed up at my house at 1 o'clock in the fucking morning, right? The most that's gonna happen to me is me being slightly embarrassed because gosh damn, my neighbors are gonna be like, oh gosh, that fucking black kid over there is fucking crazy. We already know that. Harambe's been nuts. You know what I'm saying? Nobody's fucking coming, right? So that's what happened. The collateral of that situation of that officer getting shot, that changed the intensity of that entire environment. We're talking about not the individuals, but their amygdala, their fight or flight response. All right? Police officers are perpetually put in this response. Now, I want you guys to pretend you're holding 4 pounds in your hand. Feel the weight in your hand. Meditate that. Right? It's about 3 or 4 of you at the fucking front door. You kind of knocked and you're waiting. The guy definitely fucking heard you. You barely, you might hear some scruff. Actually, yeah, you don't really hear that much going on in there, but you hear something. Bang! Your homeboy just drops down like, you know what I'm saying? He been hitting his leg, dog. You know what I'm saying? Are you gonna open that door and ask to borrow some sugar? No, fuck no. You ain't opening it. Nothing. That door is gonna disappear. You gonna fire all kind of shit through that shit. You don't know what the fuck is going on. You're thinking it could be an ambush. You're just a police officer that get paid and go to work, and you're doing this strange job. You'd rather be at home with your kids and shit, and you're like, fuck, right? Shit does happen to you guys. Literally, it does happen. Not everything is a fucking conspiracy. Like, I'm being honest with you. So the media is going to take that and turnkey that into sensationalism, right? I'm just being honest with you, all right? What is my point? Let's get way before the horse. Let's get way before the horse. How was it correlated that much weight was in that house that it required that many officers? It don't just go down like that. We got to think things fundamentally. Production value, payroll, okay? Doesn't happen like that, right? And so that one, you guys, I cannot give that as a racial thing. All right? How much of law enforcement is Caucasian males versus African American males? How many of that? Or should I say Hebrew? How many? Right, it's mostly Caucasian, right? So pretty much anytime they go out with all the minority sets, they're already in a situation where they can fucking barely defend themselves. God forbid they do anything, they're gonna be like, oh man, the cop was so out of fucking control. Like, it's crazy. So I'm not counting that as a racial thing. I'm sorry, I just broke it down for you. I don't see it that way. Not me. I don't, and I'm a black guy. So, hey, nobody stood for me and my shit, right? So everybody could trust that I'm gonna fucking tell the truth. So you got 1-4 and 149. Then you got George Floyd. All right, I won't get on the deeper technical issues of this situation. You know what I'm saying? Nigga just got off of internet jail and shit, right? But I will say this, all right? He did die from asphyxiation, and it was promoted by the intensity of the things that are going on, but it was fundamentally caused by the drugs in a system. That fentanyl, when you get high, what do we call it? Fucking high blood pressure, automatically you have high blood pressure due to vasoconstriction. That means less blood and oxygen getting to the brain, right? So the pressure put down upon him, and you know what I'm saying? Like, that little bit of pressure already with vasoconstriction, you make a fist, that's your fucking vein, the air bubbles trying to get through there to your brain, right? He started getting lightheaded and dizzy, and he was calling for his mama, which was his woman, right? His chick that he was with, not his actual mother. I don't know. Niggas is crazy, right? With that other shit, he's calling for it. That's what he's calling his little shorty and shit, right? So, yeah, man, he basically blacked out. Okay, now I can't condone that many police officers needing to put down a black dude, but I'm be honest. Let's be honest. If you look at the footage before he could put down there, this nigga had a lot of energy. And me, I got a lot of energy, but I look calm though. It's not until I start moving when people are like, damn, he's kind of moving quick. But you can't really tell how I move, right? I look normal. I don't know how to explain it. It's like some type of time thing, I think. I ain't capping with you niggas. I really ain't. Holy Spirit, man. I don't know, right? But he's moving a lot, you guys. Okay, he's kind of erratic in his functions. You could go back and look at the video, okay? But Kanye West actually brought up this point, and he was right. He is right about that. It wasn't due to police officers. But see, now that the wave has gone so far in one direction, then niggas don't, you know what I'm saying? Niggas don't want to acknowledge the facts, right? They don't, man. All right? And he had more than fentanyl in the system. He had quite a few things in there. Now, this ain't me capping on the brother, but let's get to the deeper issues. What was he doing on fentanyl? Where was his loved ones then that came to his aid when there was a GoFundMe? Look at how they flock around. So, quite frankly, George Floyd, even beyond that, which I will not speak on, was a turnkey for this whole type of thing. If you guys have watched that and you missed many things, and then I guess a family member put up $250 million trying to put that on Kanye West after he spoke the truth. Okay, well, I guess for like defamation of character. There's murals painted of this man, you know what I'm saying? And I'm not one to cast judgment on anybody's activities. Like I said, I even don't look at what they look at. They look at like, okay, he had other things going on. Okay? This guy wasn't Captain Kangaroo, let's be honest. There ain't nothing down here, I told you, but angels with dirty faces. Even I got one. I wish I didn't have it. I just tell the truth though. So, when we do that and we paint him as a poster child or billboard for fucking Black Lives Matter, y'all niggas, the Bible calls this drunkenness. Okay? I'm just being honest. Now, I go by Saint No One and I tell you guys the truth. But I know God up there shaking up his head because he's like, damn, this, you know what I'm saying? This right here, this is all I got to work with. Not that there's not other Christians, but there's other obligations, terms, and agreements where they can't say what the fuck I say. And God knows I'm going to say it. I ain't got that filter. I just don't. What's going to happen to me is going to fucking happen to me. That's what he fucking knows. I'm out here by myself. It's hunting season. And I'm barking at the people with rifles. And they're like, fuck that guy. That deer is kind of crazy. That's really what it is. Leave him alone. He don't look healthy to eat. He don't look healthy. Right? The other deer are walking around like zombies. Mostly when I go into places, people are so absent-minded, man. Go to Walmart during the daytime, during business hours. Right? Just try to walk from one end of the store to the other. Now, you'll be clearly walking on your path. Nobody will be on there. Somebody will literally square up with you. And it's like they're in another world. They want to see if they get knocked out. And I done stopped moving and doing Spider-Man shit around niggas. I fucking run into them. I was at the gym like last week. This nigga started walking. And he walked right in front of me in my path of view. And I ran right over that nigga. I'm glad he didn't fall. I didn't care. He might would have busted his head on one of them weights. Fuck it, dude. If you're that fucking stupid, I'm gonna fuck it, dude. And that last little second, like a 3-inch punch, I'm gonna make my body as dense as fuck on contact. So you just spring the fuck off, like, because I don't have any respect for you. If you can't pay attention because you can get a job and I can't. You know what I'm saying? When I see people like that, I'm not gonna. Now I'm getting on a tangent here. So hold on, let me back this shit out. But that shit is very frustrating, man. All right, our economy works like that. So these millennial niggas, man, I swear, man, I promise you, man, they're good kids, but they are so lost and they're terrified of working, bro. They can't do it. I don't know what it is, that allergic reaction. You know what I'm saying? It's a pandemic, man. But Okay, so the George Floyd situation, I'm sorry, you guys, I'm not counting that as being racially motivated. I'm not. I'm sorry. And I'm a black dude, once again, right? Nope. What was he doing on fentanyl? Where was his family then? And this went like a day one on fentanyl. Yeah, I mean, he clearly had a habit. He was in a different type of wardrobe and the whole nine. Coming from his background and the type of people he knew and was close with, it's kind of intricate, isn't it? Now I sound like I'm British. So, if it was racially motivated, then I would say the stirrups of it started from familiar places. And we call those familiar spirits in the Bible. So, George Floyd, we got 2, we got 1. Now you got the other brother that's paralyzed, right? Police officer came up on a hostile environment. There was some type of argument. He told everyone to freeze, and the young brother, he took off. He ran past the police officer, all the way past him with the gun drawn. Didn't listen to any orders. Opens his car door, and everybody said he was trying to jump in the front seat. If you look at the video, that's clearly not what the fuck happened. He was reaching and digging for something in the front, up there by the pedals. He wasn't doing nothing with that seat. Okay, so quite frankly, if you could not put yourself in the police officer's shoes and see what is he reaching for, I only got half a second and might get my face blown off. Yeah, you might get shot in that situation. Why? Because I can't follow simple instructions. That's all it boils down to. Really wasn't that deep. You gotta let the man do his job. You pay taxes for him to do his job. Then all of a sudden you don't want to cooperate. Now there are situations that do happen, but generally, you guys, a lot of shit is fucking really weird. Black people have a connotation that just because they get stopped by a police officer that they're gonna get shot in the fucking face. Really, we have not seen any guns drawn so far. So let's think about this. Right? So, I'm sorry. He bought that. You got 3 and you got 1, which I still say, kind of. All right. Now, a lot of people tie that crime where that young man was running, and it was some house that was under development, and I don't know, 2 white dudes like fucking shot him or something like that while he was running down the street, right? Boys in the hood type shit, only racial, right? So, listen, that situation was racially motivated, but it did not have to do with law enforcement. So niggas, do not get that confused with all these Mandela effects. That did not have to do with the police. That does not count. Okay? Sorry. Doesn't count. Let me think. There was an incident where you had a police officer and he like pepper sprayed this dude that was in the military. That shit was fucked up. Was it racially motivated? Well, I mean, to be honest, that's what it wasn't really any cause for him to stop him or anything like that. And I'm saying it sucks and it's fucked up. All right, not with it. But I guess you could put, I don't know, 2 to 3, right? But let's get back to the original topic about fucking police brutality and type of shit. What we seen with George Floyd was not Rodney King in LA. Alright? I came from California. Shit. Right? Rodney King, you know what I'm saying? They was putting in that work. That shit was crazy. Right? He got fucked up. Now, I don't know what the situation, I think he was on wet, PCP. And, well, I worked at the shelter. Let me tell you something about PCP, bro. Nah, I'm not justifying this shit. But that PCP, he's lucky he was not shot. See, nobody thinks about that. That man was not shot. Okay? Now, once you get into an altercation with a police officer, and that police that indentured servant, there's any harm done to his body, you are fucked. It don't matter if you're a white guy, it don't matter if you're a black guy, it don't matter who the fuck you are. Your whole shit's gonna get rattled. I promise you. That's just, niggas be hella confused until some shit happens where a police officer get injured, and then they whole shit get rattled. Niggas want to jump behind and say it's racist. Well, fuck, man. Basically, they go out, they put on a blue suit, they wear a target on their back all day, right? We want to defund them, but nobody wants their fucking job. So like, we should just shut the fuck up, right? Let them work. And out of all of those situations and scenarios, no guns were drawn, were they? Except in that one situation where the guy was forced to fucking use it, and it was not racially motivated. And in fact, if that dude had been white, he probably would have fucking plastered him for trying to, because you don't know what, he ran right by him. He could have touched him as he ran by, right? So police officers, whether they're racist or not, are going to be more conscientious from the backlash that they're going to get from the fucking media and the fucking, what do you call it? The leftists. It's just the truth. And don't come at me, niggas. I'm not conservative neither. I ain't shit. I don't have a dog in this fight. I don't give a fuck, man. I depend on God. You look for one president to fucking change everything in fucking society, and everybody just bitches and moan. You guys are acting like fucking millennials, right? You got a problem with neighborhood watch? Get on the fucking panel. Niggas won't see me there. I know they don't want Dorito crumbs inside of their meetings. I'm just too, you know what I'm saying, Harambe. I'm too Harambe for these niggas, bro. You know what I'm saying? You know? But I say, you know what I'm saying? Love me or hate me, peace and love to all these niggas. I just want niggas to pay attention. Let's look at the clear facts. How many times did law enforcement use firearm violence against minorities recently in all these series of things? That was unwarranted. That was purely racial. You find nothing in any of these circumstances. You don't. A lot of things are weird. A lot of people look at things, when you look at things emotionally, they look totally fucking different. And you definitely can't believe the rumors, and you gotta be very leery of the news also, right? You wanna know why? Because it's gonna fuck up your relationships with the people immediately by you, like your neighbors. Because God forbid some shit really go down and you gotta fucking actually talk to your neighbor, you know what I'm saying? But you done did some shit to embarrass the living fuck out of yourself, right? Jumping on the bandwagon. Trust me, if many people are going there, save yourself the time. It's gonna be fucked up. So, I disagree. You know, I used to that was another part of my fucking things that I had went through, just figuring out like, well, one day I'm gonna get stopped by the cops and I guess they're just gonna fucking shoot me. That's what you think growing up as a black man. But truthfully, in all these scenarios, you really haven't seen that. You really haven't. Nobody says, like, if that man was not on fentanyl, would he have went into cardiac arrest? Nobody says that. And people say, well, they wouldn't listen to him. But if I got you pinned on the ground and I'm about to handcuff your ass, like, am I really thinking about you saying, help, I want to get the fuck up? Hell no. I gotta fucking lock them cuffs. I don't want you to do no fucking crazy shit. I'm just being honest. See, and that's just being safety and precautious. That's just safety precaution. That's all that fucking is. If I was a police officer, that's what's gonna happen first. You could talk after you cuffed. You can say what the fuck you want to say. Sit in that fucking chair in the back seat. Say what you gotta say, and I'll listen to you like a regular human being. It ain't no disrespect. I just don't know what you're capable of. You can be a capable ass nigga, right? Ain't nothing but opportunity. You know what I'm saying? Fighting is nothing but peripherals, angles, and space and opportunity. That's it. Even somebody who is MMA, you're dealing with gambling, more so to the likes of probability when you get into a fighting ring, even with a rookie. Now, 9 times out of 10, they're gonna get wiped out. That does not change the space and opportunity and peripherals of that one moment, right? Opportunity and circumstances come to us all. Niggas should be very afraid. I'm just being honest. God is very fair. And that should fucking shiver me timbers if y'all niggas ever been sleeping. So, yeah, as far as the racial shit, you guys, I can't really get down with that shit. Alright? Now, let's get to this Ku Klux Klan shit, because niggas had a lot to say. Like, you know what I'm saying? Some niggas talking behind me, subliminals, because niggas won't talk to me directly about, like, oh, I get tired of when he diss black people. Listen, nigga, I don't have to. I just describe what the fuck I'm looking at. And niggas are highly offended. So therefore, you see what I'm seeing. Right? I'm quick like that. I don't have to say nothing. I don't judge because I don't have to. right? It's that bad. It's that bad right now. Niggas is in zombie land, man. I can't own a gun. I'll be too quick to double tap. Shoot them in the head twice. Bop, bop. Right? Niggas gotta sleep at night. They got work in the morning. I don't have that. I hate to sound like, crazy and shit. I'm not happy about this thing. I really was like a happy kid growing up, but just fucking, I don't know what the fuck happened to me. Right? I really don't. But this is where I'm at. I don't lie about it. And I disagree with the common consensus a lot of time. It tells me a lot about perspectives in this day and time. It really does. So, I mean, if anybody has any type of evidence against that, to say that I was incorrect in the way that I view things, you know what I'm saying? Don't be subliminal about it. Just say what you gotta say. But when you sneak this me, I'll be thinking you know what I'm saying. I don't like people doing that sucker punch shit. I don't like that shit. That's I don't like coward shit. That's coward shit to me. There's no reason anybody could talk to me. A lot of people say a lot of fucking highly offensive things to me. It doesn't matter. They just look emotional. I usually don't even deal with it. Anybody can have a conversation with me, but just know that it's gonna be a real conversation. We're gonna talk about the truth. And this has been used. The racial thing has been used as leverage for far too fucking long. I worked alongside many racist people at different places I worked in. You know what? They were conscientious of their issues and they treated me with respect. Okay? The only time they said things out of line is when they crack a joke, and it wasn't even racial, but it just be so fucking retarded. I just pointed out to them how retarded the fucking joke was. That was it. They were just socially awkward around me. That's it. Right? That's all it is. But I mean, so what if somebody's racist? That's why this place is fucking America. And I am happy with there being some racists. Not that I want anybody to be racist, but as long as there's racists, I know I got freedom of speech. So keep your racism and let me keep my shit. And I'd rather you say all of what you gotta fucking say, because I sure the fuck is gonna say what the fuck I'm gonna say. I don't care if a fucking, Mossberg is pointing at my fucking face. I can't help it, dude. I cannot help it. The only thing that saves me is God. He's definitely real, you guys. I'm telling you. It's coming out. It's nothing I can fucking do. It's kind of like when that bead of sweat roll down your face and you got to take a shit. You start get the bubble guts. That shit start gurgling. You got to start making that trek to the bathroom. Got to put your head down like a soldier and handle your business. Now the Ku Klux Klan, these niggas. Now, sometimes they do that shit with the whole burning cross. I don't know. Maybe that's some secret society shit. I don't really understand it. And they get together and they look like little cocaine Christmas trees and they have full conversations being Casper the Ghost. That shit is funny as fuck to me. It's funny as fuck to me. I hope one of them niggas saying, "Gosh dog, I'm coming for that nigga. Please come for me, nigga. I haven't had company in a long time, and I guarantee you won't be the first one that thought that they were the one." I mean, that's all I got to say, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm a wiry nigga, but I got chimpanzee strength, man. Yeah, like, I'm telling you, the Ku Klux Klan, a lot of times, you guys, just how gangs originally started, the Blood Gang, the Crip Gang, they originally started as the fucking actual neighborhood watch to actually watch over the fucking neighborhood. Don't start no shit, won't be no shit. That's generally how the fuck it was. Now, I do remember the 60s and the fucking Rosewood days and shit like that. I fucking get it, but you guys, it's 2022. It ain't popping off like that. We gotta get with the times. Niggas still going back. They're airing a movie right now called Emmett Till. Niggas want to relive their nightmares and you get mad when something surfaces up. For what you planting spiritually, that's what surely shall return. That's written in the Bible. So a lot of these heinous acts, I look at the spiritual processes first. You know, niggas keep coming with 40 years a slave, and then you get Umar Johnson talking about, why don't they talk about when we were kings and things like that? Well, man, that would be your responsibility and other people in them fucking groups' responsibility. But either way, none of it correlates with a nigga like me that's an outsider. So quite frankly, your blackness is white as fuck to me. So shut the fuck up. Niggas don't want to play with that scorpion. That truth hit here, very difficult. Very difficult to deal with. Niggas have to find themselves first before they ball their hands up. That's just the truth. Anger is a spirit like any other spirit. If you know how to cast them out, that nigga can't do nothing. That's just the truth. But the Ku Klux Klan, they also started out fucking being against big government and against establishments and things like that. And then during the course of this time, the rules of engagement changed as things became so convoluted, even between gangs. Now it's just like if you see them, if you spot them, put the shotgun on them. That's it. It's the same thing. You know what I'm saying? They're separatists. They move on the fucking outskirts. They generally fucking be chilling in some type of fucking rural or fucking area. Like fucking they always, I don't know, they always got fucking barbecue. They're barbecuing all the time. Right? I think it's funny. They talk about black people. Them niggas be buying all the fucking watermelons. If you black and you live in the suburbs, you like, the fuck is going on? White people like watermelon and fried chicken too. Look at that nigga on the KFC sign. Right? That's just the truth, man. But generally, it's like, you know what I'm saying? A lot of these things are organizational, and people through their terms and agreements have to coincide with a certain behavior in order to get along or get down their life. It happens. It's what it is. It's by the groups. It's higher than the individual people. It's higher than that. Right? Nobody fucking cares. Wait, I mean, dude, I can't imagine being it's got to be a nightmare. I can't have my brain reprogrammed. Can you imagine being a white dude in California that's racist? Can you imagine that shit? You get out of fucking Mexicans everywhere, but you know you like strawberries. Stop front. Right? You might be angry while you gnawing on one, but you ain't gonna fucking go out and fucking shoot nobody. You ain't gonna get a fucking cop job just to fucking go fucking shoot a black person. Right? You're trying to feed your family. Right? I don't know, man. I just don't know, like, people's logic. I get it, man. I understand. That news could do some shit. But it's not adding up, you guys. And when it persistently doesn't add up, then you gotta look at the cards again and say, okay, man, it's a whole bunch of confusion in this day and time. You gotta look at what's coming around the corner in Chicago. People calling it the purge law, man. Somebody standing in your fucking driveway. You can't call 911 anymore. It's your responsibility to move them off. Right? It's your responsibility. And if you kill them on your property, you still got to deal with the body. You have to deal with it. They're not going to deal with it. Right? People talking all that shit in Chicago. Come on, man. Come on. That is basically the purge law. What's a broke nigga like me gonna do? I can't afford no fucking pistol. For fuck's sake, I got run nigga over. I got open that garage and just Harambe over that nigga. It's nothing I can do, man. That's that ghetto weapon. You know what I'm saying? Somebody come in and invade my house, they come out with that law. Nigga, I gotta have a fucking gallon of gasoline just waiting. Well, fuck it, you can have it, but I'm gonna burn this whole motherfucker down. And you can't leave. Like, we can't have these type of laws, man. They testing different shit, man. This shit gotta be ordinated back in the AI system. They trying shit on people, right? It's the same fucking push-pull dynamic, where as soon as a whole bunch of shit pops up, it's oh shit, that was a bad idea, right? And then as soon as everybody fucking says that shit, right, then everybody start crying for the fucking police to come back. Now you got martial law, right? Now it's all up in your lungs. It's just move up in there, nigga. I ain't gonna get into details. You know what the fuck I'm talking about, nigga. Now you share your toothpaste with a fucking military officer on your block, man. Like, shit get real, bro. Like, you know, when economies be changing and looking different and shit, niggas gotta come to their senses. Not everybody can lose their mind, nigga. And these, man, let me tell you, man. 99% of y'all niggas that's targeted, where people come up and say, niggas ain't talking to you. Them are clones. A lot of times, clones will say shit. They don't know what's going on, man. It's like seeing a young senile person. I mean, they really don't know, man. I promise you, dude. They really don't. They don't know, man. They don't know what's out there. You gotta be careful, man, with these kids. They'll say some crazy ass shit to you, bro. They don't know. They say crazy ass shit because they think shit's sweet. They think it's safe as fuck. That's why they say it. They ain't daring or risky. That ain't what it is at all, nigga. It's just they're in a bubble, man. Everything's hunky-dory, man. So, I mean, be careful, man. Be careful out there, man. I do care about everyone. All right. Now, if y'all niggas don't know about targeting, then don't worry about it. Chief Handler, you know you don't want no smoke. Nerve Gorilla, nigga, we can't keep meeting like this. You know you don't want to hear from me. I hit you live, bro. So I know you ain't gonna ask no questions. That other autistic nigga that got the 111 on his hat and shit like that, talking about targeting individuals. None of y'all niggas come and see me. I put this shit on Twitch. Promise you. Everybody know who the fuck I am. Y'all niggas didn't just arbitrarily miss me, nigga. At least send the fucking card. Sign it on the inside. Missing you. Right? That would have been touchy. Nothing. But they call this shit fake. So when I see shit like that and niggas ain't found me, you see a network or a structure that shows there's an orchestration of this shit. Alright? This targeting thing is orchestrated. How the fuck do you find channels that are shadow banned? How are you on the outside looking in through a shadow ban? Right? So you know that they're tech savvy also. Please find out what happens if you hack my computer. You be tied to every fucking agency that you could ever think of. In the underground, nigga, in space. You be tied to so much shit, nigga. I promise to God, the KGB will be snickering in their desk. I use a Windows 10. It's very easily hackable, right? But I just want to let all you know very clearly that are in targeting, keep in mind one thing. I said it was spiritual, I meant it was spiritual. And I solved all of my problems by using my faith. There's no technology or nothing else like that. Alright? So try to tell me the spiritual game is fake again, or I sound like madness, you'll be tripping. And I ain't saying this to get on any brothers who have said that. I'm saying this because you don't know what type of water you're in, man. That spiritual game hit fucking different, man. Dude, there's chicks out there fucking, nigga, I don't know how fucking witchcraft works. I don't know if they go to Michael's and buy some fucking tongue decompressors and fucking, I don't know, get some dinosaur toes and cook that shit in a pot. I don't know how the fuck that shit work, nigga, but I know that shit work. That shit will fuck you, bro. That witchcraft shit will fuck you up, dude. It will fucking destroy you. I'm missing teeth from this shit. I really am. From stress, just clenching my teeth that hard all the fucking time, dude. Yeah, like that. And dude, that's not talking about what the fuck I was going through. Y'all niggas have no idea. I haven't fucking even begun to scratch the surface on shit I've been going through. So keep that in mind, man. Keep that spiritual game for y'all that don't believe. I ain't forcing you into believing it. That ain't the point. The point is just be open-minded. That if you find that all your other little theories and workings do not work, you might need something a little bit stronger. Peace and blessings be with you all. I'm out.
Nothing you can keep, so keep me down like the stone. once beneath the water that you walk on to be taller, and the hands you stuck together 'cause you prayed you'd wait forever. Just another fragile angel heart falling down on lead wings, torn apart. And the words beneath my skin, the ink that you put in, destroying all the things you left around. 'Cause when earthbound's coming down, come down, come down, come on. So what you have enough, girlfriend, is starved of all the sense to make amends. 'Cause I'm the glass you break to touch, but you